I haven't heard that. Maybe you have. Yeah. What was that? Oh, he might. Replacement last meeting?
Yes, that was the temporary filling.
Temporary.
Replacement team.
The clerk's warming.
As needed.
Bench score.
All righty. Well, it looks like it's after 9 o'clock. We'll call this first meeting of the Board of Works for 2026 to order. It is after 9 o'clock. Please put your phones on silent mode. If you wish to address the board sometime during this meeting and you're online, you will have to be visible. Not just audio, we need video as well. Otherwise, let's start with roll call, Nancy.
Good morning. All four of our members are with us this morning in the council chambers. Andy Jones,
Present.
Rose Rivera,
Present.
Mike Macklin,
Here?
Andrew Kreider.
Present.
We do have one vacancy on the board. Thank you.
All right, could have a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Yeah, point that towards your face, Mike. Point it towards your face, Rose.
Yes, yeah.
Motion and a second to approve the agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Election of officers, motion to nominate someone.
I nominate Mike Macklin, to retain Mike Macklin as president.
Second.
Any others? Come on, step up. Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I have a motion to elect a vice president or vice chair. Have a motion to nominate Andy Jones, Andy Jones to be vice president?
Second.
No. So moved.
Sorry. So moved. Sorry.
Second.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have a motion to approve as presented the minutes from the regular Board of Works meeting on December 30th.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any changes? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Minutes. Are we thinking we'll take disposal of 1015 East Jackson off the table?
We've asked to leave that on the table, sir.
Okay. I do believe after the first of the year, all tabled items are dropped. Standard procedure. So Nancy, just take this off the agenda in the future.
Yeah, that may be the case. We're still working with the mayor's office on
Okay.
this.
All right. We have a motion to accept the plat and right-of-way dedication for We Impact Minor Subdivision.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Board members, Jeff Schaefer, city engineer. This is a one-lot minor subdivision located on the south side of County Road 6, west of John Weaver Park.
Thanks, Enzo.
Sorry for the delay online. We lost power here. Hopefully it's back up. It appears to be back up and we'll move forward. Jeff, could you start over? We have a motion second,
Sure.
accept plant and right of way dedications. So
Yes, Jeff Schaefer, city engineer. And the developer just had not yet gotten to it. They're doing some improvements there as it's now being leased. And so we required before approving the next round of improvements that this plat be completed. There is 40 feet of right-of-way along County Road 6, which is the same as the rest of the right-of-way in the area. And there is a utility easement on the east side of the property for private utilities that go to the south. I can answer any questions you have.
site's already developed, already built upon.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Change order number, what's this? Could I have a motion to approve change order number 1 for the Fire Station 6 project, increasing contract value by $45,159, resulting in a final, current contract price of $7,489,159. Motion and a second. Jeff?
Fire station number 6 is currently under construction on Ada Drive. This change order handles 3 different things. First of all, we upgraded part of the asphalt pavement to concrete behind the apparatus bay. That will allow the firefighters to do some maintenance outside of the apparatus bay, working on concrete rather than asphalt, which is always a better surface to work on. We also asked the contractor to place a kind of a larger parking area in front of their job trailer. It's been used, first of all, for a rather big groundbreaking that we did, as well as we often have some of the fire administration out there to tour the site. So it's been really useful. And so we felt the contractor obviously should be paid for that. Lastly, and I want to explain this just a little bit, we did some additional soil testing on the site. When we first started excavating the site, we found basically a vapor barrier, except it was perforated. So basically like a VisQueen barrier just under the topsoil. Led to some concerns, was there some contamination on the site, that sort of thing. This would not have been discovered by phase 1. The VisQueen was entirely buried. Dug into it a little bit. There was no contamination on the site. The site's clean. We've obviously moved forward. Our speculation is in the past, the site was used to either mix topsoil or mulch or that sort of thing, and that VisQueen was just put down to keep that from getting into the dirt. That's kind of a speculation based on looking at some aerial photographs. So perfectly clean site, but we did ask the contractor to do a little bit of soil testing just to verify once we found that. That's the reason for this change order.
Is this a design build project?
This is not. This is a design bid build.
Oh, okay. All righty. Questions for Jeff? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving change order number 1, Fire Station 6 project signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to approve specifications, grant permission to advertise bid number 2603, the 2026 street materials bid.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Hello, Mark.
Morning, Mark Lucas, Public Works. Yeah, this is just our standard annual materials bid.
All right, questions for Mark? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. About a motion to approve specifications, grant permission to advertise Bid number 2604, the 2026 on-call street and drainage construction.
So moved.
Motion and a second.
Again, standard annual construction services bid.
And how do we use this, Mark?
Well, we used to put materials and construction services together in a bid package. We separated that a few years ago, but this would be for utility patches, things like that, that we would like to kind of expedite the,
So instead of the materials, it's for somebody putting it in place.
yes, placement and construction services rather than materials.
Okay. All righty. Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to approve specifications, grant permission to advertise bid number 2605, the 2026 ADA funded curb ramp replacement program project.
So moved.
Motion and a second.
Again, standard annual, regular yearly curb ramp project.
Okay, then all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thanks, Mark. So I think we need a motion to approve the update to the food service establishment portion of the Guide to Wastewater Utility Policies.
So moved.
Motion and a second. Hey, Brian.
Hello, Board. Brian Kress, Public Works and Utilities. So what we're doing here is we made a couple of little minor changes to the food service establishment portion of the wastewater utility use ordinance. It used to be two separate things. We kind of smushed them together. And we are just asking you guys to approve some changes to the policy guide that reflect those changes to the ordinance. Key highlights here is, we kept the sort of teeth of the policy and in the ordinance, we kept the teeth as well, but we're kind of looking to reduce that administrative burden on our food service establishments and our pretreatment staff. And we are going to take the sort of penalties and move those over to the enforcement response plan in a future update. In the time being, it's not like we can't do penalties or anything. It's just, it won't be in the policy or the ERP. It will just be the standard sort of recommendations, which is totally above board. But we will look to move them to the ERP because we think that's a better place for them.
Okay. Because there's a lot of red.
Yes, but there's less changes than the red would lead you to believe.
Okay. I trust you. All right, other questions? So this is going to make it easier for the food service establishments, not so many reporting requirements?
Exactly. It's more about having that information on site than necessarily having to constantly send that information to us. And so that will help us as well as a utility not have to keep up with that stuff as much, but it will still make sure the industries have that information and things like that. But it will just reduce the administrative burden on both of us.
All righty. Questions? Answers? Seeing none. All those in favor of approving this update signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the wastewater MRO for November 2025.
Motion and a second. Don, how you doing today?
Good morning. How are you? Don Neff, Public Works. For the wastewater MO for November, we were well below limits on all areas. We had an average daily flow of almost 10 million gallons per day. We did have one incident report filed, which was at 537 Lexington. About 1,800 gallons overflow due to obstruction of grease, which has been resolved.
And that is grease in the main line as opposed to their lateral.
Correct.
Okay. 9 wet weather overflows, 1.4 million gallons estimated or calculated. Overflow, wet weather overflows.
It's calculated.
All righty, looks good. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. A motion to accept, place on file the water utility monthly report of operations for the month of November 2025.
Second.
Motion and a second. Don?
For the water MRO, we've had no issues. We stay well below limits in all areas. Our system daily average has been 7.5 million gallons per day, and all's been going fine.
Okay. Great. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the closeout of discharge meter consent orders for the above listed SIUs who have complied with installation of a utility-approved discharge flow meter.
Second.
Motion and a second. Steve, hello.
Hello, Board. Steve Brown, Public Works and Utilities. Just a quick recap. Back in May 2024, Public Works and Utilities required all of our significant industrial users to install a city-approved discharge meter. This ensures we accurately measure wastewater flows that come into the wastewater treatment plant. The original compliance date was June 30th, 2025, but due to some of the industries having challenges meeting that deadline, the board approved consent orders, which allowed additional time. Since then, the following significant industrial users have completed the installation and are now in compliance with the discharge metering. And staff is recommending the closeout of their respective consent orders. Dimensional Metals Products, doing business as RC Industries, Elkhart General Hospital, Lippert Components Plant 58, 72, and 83, and also McDowell Enterprises.
Are there any SIUs that still haven't gotten it set?
Yes, there are still four more SIUs that have the deadline of June 30th, 2026.
Okay.
So there's still 4 of them.
All righty, great. Thank you. Other questions for Steve? Oh, do you have a testing and calibration requirement as part of?
Yes, that's also included. They have to maintain the discharge meter. Some of them require annual recalibration. So yes.
Okay, thank
that's
you.
all.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to approve the variance request for Ayala, that one, Mexican restaurant to maintain interior grease trap under 3 compartment sink and implement best management practices in lieu of installing an exterior 1,000-gallon exterior interceptor at 231 North Main.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Stephen?
Yep, Ayala Mexican Restaurant, food service establishment, 231 North Main Street. Due to the cost of an interceptor, and there's also limited space at their location, they are proposing best management practices instead of installing an outside interceptor. So we support this request, pretreatment does.
Steve, has this happened with a number of restaurants? I seem to remember seeing. So this is not unusual.
It's not unusual, yes.
Especially in the downtown
Yeah.
where it's pretty tight.
Okay. Other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the variance request signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Boy, this is going to kill them. Could I have a motion to find Walmart in violation for failure to operate and maintain a fats, oils, and grease control device, proper working order, and assign penalties
So moved.
of
Oh, sorry.
a devastating $100.
Where are they gonna get that?
It's at the very end.
Oh,
So
Second.
moved then?
And a second,
Oh.
motion and a second.
Yes, back in August, pretreatment staff conducted an inspection, did some measuring of the grease control device at Walmart located on Old US 20. That device was not in proper, it had been not properly been maintained, and the recommended penalty is $100.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to find Welch Packaging, Inc. formulation in violation for discharging wastewater with a pH greater than 10 for more than 30 minutes and assign penalties totaling $250.
so moved.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Yes, back in November, pretreatment staff conducted routine monitoring for Welch Packaging Inc. formulation. During the monitoring event, the pH readings exceeded the allowable limit of 10 for more than 30 minutes. The discharge returned to compliance later that afternoon. The enforcement response plan recommends a penalty of $250.
So if you wouldn't have stopped by that day, it wouldn't be noticed, right?
Unfortunately, yes, that's correct. But Welch Packaging has since implemented some new equipment to help better catch those instances.
Okay.
So,
All righty. Other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to find Elkhart Environmental Products in violation of their permit for exceeding established local limits for zinc and assign penalties of $500?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. 2 months in a row?
yes. Back in October 2025, pretreatment staff conducted routine monitoring for Elkhart Environmental Processing. The composite sample showed a zinc exceedance, which our in-house lab initially measured the zinc at 5.77 milligrams per liter. We sent that sample out to our contract lab for verification of the exceedance, and the contract lab had a verification concentration of 5.24 milligrams per liter. The established local limit for zinc is 4.2 milligrams per liter. This exceedance is above the 20% allowable limit. With the two exceedances, there's a recommended penalty of $500. And there is a representative from Elkhart Environmental Processing here.
Okay, you said for the two exceedances, or you mean the two penalties for the exceedance?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay,
Yeah. The daily max limit of 4.2 and then also the 20
oh,
exceeding
I
the
see.
20%. So
Did this happen before or after? Didn't we have a major dump on their part?
this, if I remember correctly, I believe this happened afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Representative from Elkhart Environmental Products wish to address the board? Processing, sorry.
Hey, good morning. I'm Tom Forero and I own Elkhart Environmental Processing, who next month we celebrate 23 years of providing this service to Elkhart County, St. Joe, and the surrounding counties. And the first 22 years, I think we had an impeccable compliance history with our discharge in this city. The last year, things maybe took a different track for a variety of reasons, and I think the good news is I think you learn more from a mistake than you do from doing something right the first time. I think so. I've worked well. I'm happy, delighted with your pretreatment staff and putting together a consent order, which I believe will probably be presented to the board at your next meeting. That's a win-win and gets Elkhart Environmental back on its compliance history of being 100% in compliance. So,
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, were there questions for Tom?
No.
Okay, seeing none, all those in favor of this motion for Elkhart Environmental Processing permit, Elkhart Environmental Processing signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you, your company's service provided to the many people in Elkhart. How about a motion to find Meinhardt permit 25-03 in violation for exceeding established local limits for silver and assign a recommended penalty of $500?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Steve?
I'm trying to get there.
Oh, sorry.
1 second. Sorry. Okay, yeah, back in October 2025, pretreatment staff conducted routine monitoring for Gemeinhart. With that sample, it showed an exceedance for silver. We then sent that silver sample out to our contract lab. Contract lab confirmed that there is a exceedance, and the recommended penalty for this is $500.
Because the first 250 is for the exceedance and the second 250 is for how far they exceeded.
That's correct.
Okay, is anyone from Gemeinhart here wish to address the board?
I did want to, Gemeinhart representatives did reach out to me and wanted me to express their apologies for not being able to attend today's meeting. They were intending to, but they had a loss in family, and they wanted me to let you guys know that
Okay,
they intended to be here, but couldn't make it.
all right. I don't recall these before. This is kind of unusual for them with the silver exceedance.
This is still from the same sample. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. It took a little bit of time to get the results back, but yes.
Okay. Questions for Steve? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. A motion to find Gemeinhard in violation for exceeding the local limits for fats, oils, and grease. Total and assigned penalties of $250.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Steve?
Yes, from that same sample, October 2025. The grab sample for fats, oils, and grease exceeded the 200 milligrams per liter limit, just barely. They were at 201. The enforcement response plan recommends a penalty of $250.
I'm used to seeing this from food service establishments. Was this more oil than grease?
We met with representatives from Gemeinhard, and we also showed them the sampling point so they could see it as well. And from our observation, that manhole has a sitting pool of wastewater where it's not really actually flowing
Okay.
out into our system. So I believe that pollutants are just sitting there and collecting over time. We try to communicate to them that they can flush their, run some water or have things flowing as we sample. And also suggested that they have somebody come out and televise and maybe modify that manhole to
Yeah.
better flow out. So things are still pending in that mode. I know they had a loss in the family, so we're still trying to work with them, but
And this is also from that same sample?
yes.
Okay. All righty, already told us that Gemeinhard wasn't going to be here. And they didn't have any comments they wanted to make through you?
No.
Questions? Seeing none? Oh, go ahead.
201,
Yeah.
and they just paid another fine. Does anybody feel charitable today? Giving them a break on this one?
Reduce it, you mean?
Yeah. Evidently
Going to
not.
make a motion? You want to amend?
Yeah, I make a motion that we just waive,
I don't like waiving. How about half?
all right, that we reduce the penalty by half.
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion to amend to reduce the penalty to 1/2. Any discussion on that? I thought Andy is a good point on this issue. Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. All those in favor of the amended motion to fine Gemeinhard in violation for exceeding local limits for fats, oils, and grease and assess a penalty of $125 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, Board.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for pulling these off the December 30th meeting, too. All righty.
Mr. Chair, I move that
Are you
we,
going to vote on this or you want
Oh.
us to handle it?
Yeah.
No, the next thing.
am I gonna vote?
Yeah.
I can, I guess, recuse myself since I drafted the lease. It doesn't, no. Yeah, I don't have any personal interest in it either way.
Okay.
So,
Let's have a motion to approve the lease with Council on Aging for their lease. Yeah, good enough.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Rose, what are we doing?
we are, the city is requesting that we approve the lease agreement with the Council on Aging over at the depot. It is for 1 year. It's not renewable. and it allows the city to unilaterally terminate at any time with 30 days notice.
And you may not know this, but do they pay utilities or does the city pay the utilities as part of the lease?
It looks to me like they do not pay utilities.
Okay.
When we say it's not renewable, does that mean we have to negotiate a new lease every year? What does
If
that
we
mean?
want to keep them there, but I think that there's these like tentative plans to
Okay.
do some remodeling or something over at the depot, so that's why.
Okay, good. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Motion to approve the lease with the Elkhart Art League.
Yes, so this will,
So
oh,
moved.
sorry.
Second.
Motion and a second. Al Rose.
Let's see. So this is another lease with the Art League over at the depot. Once again, for 1 year, not renewable, allows the city to unilaterally terminate with 30 days notice. This one, they do pay a reimbursement of utilities.
Okay. Great. Any other questions? Questions for Rose?
This question, is IT, are they still in that building on the,
Yes, IT's in the upper floor.
yeah, so no renovations are planned for up the second floor, just the first floor? Is that it? Do you know? No?
Have you heard that you might have to move anytime soon?
I have no idea of any
I can neither
renovations.
confirm nor deny.
That building does it have a new roof though? Is there a newer roof, do you know? No?
Counselor, I'm not able to answer that with a yes or a no.
Oh, okay. Well, is there water coming in? You'd know.
I think just because of the uncertainty about the next couple of years that we haven't heard any plans to do anything in particular. So we're just carrying on as usual. So
Okay.
they're great neighbors. We enjoy being around them. So there's no trouble, but.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
All those in favor of this lease signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to approve the temporary street closure, parade and public assembly, and special exception from the noise ordinance with the plaza sign permit for Martin Luther King Jr. March. I thought that was for March. March on the 19th.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Public comment. Anyone in the chambers wish to make a public comment to the board? Seeing none, is there anyone online who wish to make a comment to the board? Seeing none. Rose?
Oh, I move that we adjourn.
It's a motion
Second.
and a second. We are adjourned.
Thanks.